afraid also talking to him, you know, and I just gave
2 loons.
Yeah, and I gave him
Finding each other.
I gave him my business card, and I said, you know, hey, if anything ever comes up, give me a call.
Yeah, but there was some note that you
Yeah,
wrote.
I wrote a letter to you, saying that I had been with you, and I said it was great, you know, and if you ever need service in the future.
Well, this letter...
Oh, stop. And it wasn't written in crayon.
Well, this letter was written in the same handwriting that Ronnie... You look on howardstern.com at Ronnie's poem.
Listen.
You ever want to see the Lindbergh baby again?
Dude, I have a really shit handwriting, okay?
I mean, at first, I thought... Okay, someone's taking my kid, and you know they're holding him for ransom.
Oh, stop it!
All right, how much do they want?
Put 50,000 in a bag under the bench by the number.
Listen, I brought 2 of your kids home from the hospital.
I know you did.
I didn't kidnap anybody.
I know.
Calm down.
You're not even understanding the joke.
I understand exactly what you're saying. What
I'm not saying you are a kidnapper.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Well. I'm looking at this thing, and I remember saying to my agent, I go, listen, the guy, you know, he seemed like a nice guy, but look at his fucking handwriting. And my agent looked at me and goes, I don't think you can hire this guy. I said, he's maybe he got out of jail. I don't know if he went to school. Or I mean, it's like the block lettering of a 5th grader. Not even.
And it changes sizes and runs. It's very, very strange.
Can you make it? Hey, Gary, even that handwriting guy, what was he saying? Because I know it was sort of a preliminary discussion, but.
Hold on, let me find it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you got to hear what this guy had to say about Ronnie's personality based on the handwriting.
Do I care what he
Let me
says?
see that handwriting.
Well, you never care about it.
No, I don't care.
Look at it. Look, like every letter is like look at the Y. It's all.
I wrote it big like that, and here's the reason, okay?
But why'd you write my letter big like that?
I didn't write it like that.
You kind of did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you.
No, I wrote the letter
different?
in regular letters, but it was printed because I have the worst fucking script handwriting there ever is. Me and my mother have the worst, you know, had the worst handwriting ever.
Well, anyway.
Like it's in the family.
Yeah, exactly.
It's inherited.
Yeah.
You can't change it. So anyway, I look at this thing and I said to my agent, there's no fucking way we can hire this guy. He's obviously either deranged or unstable.
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you, this was the discussion, I swear on my life.
Yeah.
I was nervous hiring a guy with handwriting like this. Oh, here's what the expert said. I do handwriting analysis. I see many red flags in Ronnie's handwritten wedding poem. Yeah. The biggest flag is in the heading. The shape of the letter Y, yes, in the word by, has what is called a felon's claw. Because the lower part of the Y has a claw-like shape. People that make a felon's claw will pretend to have your best interests at heart, but will eventually stab you in the back.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
As soon as someone treats them nicely, they turn on them by doing something detestable. The last person I knew that used a felon's claw was my sister's ex-boyfriend. He ended up emptying a gun into his new girlfriend, killing her in front of her 17-year-old daughter.
Wow.
There are many other red flags with the sizing, spacing, margins, and pressure of his handwriting. Yeah, look how hard he presses down.
Yeah.
Presses down, it's a magic marker.
He writes angry.
Yeah. Howard, be careful.
I write angry. Yeah, okay.
It's only a matter of time before Ronnie turns on you in a dangerous way.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
Guy's an expert.
26 years, man. I guess I better, you better watch out.
You are nuts.
I should have shot you a long time ago.
You're overdue.
Well,
yeah, you're way overdue, man.
Well, anyway, so my agent had a talk with Ronnie on the phone. He says, the guy's got a reasonable price because a lot of people were trying to milk me because they thought I had a ton of dough.
No, he actually called me into his office.
Yeah, that's what it was. And yeah. So, and, you know.
He wanted to look you over.
Yeah.
I looked at everybody's pricing and I said, you know what? Money rules over crazy. I'm going to go with the guy who's reasonably priced. And that's how Ronnie got his job.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Governor Ronnie. What is it? Whatever your name is.
Gary, there's one other thing going on with Ronnie that Jason brought to my attention. He wanted me to talk about. So the guys are doing a show. Will and Jason do a show called The Back Office Show.
Yeah.
So they did the show last week, and I guess one of their segments is the overlooked news story of the week.
Right.
And the overlooked news story of the week was that Ronnie's girlfriend wants to get married, and she's got a plan and even a date. So I guess both Ronnie and her called into the show, but Ronnie says...
No, she didn't call in. I called.
You called in.
Yeah.
Ronnie says he's not getting married.
Every kind of conversation we've ever had, you told me she doesn't want to get married.
No, here's what happened, okay?
Go ahead, dude.
She was drunk, okay?
Yeah, right.
And...
That's the only way you could want to marry Ronnie.
Exactly. First of all, I love her to death. Let's get that straight. She's great, and we're having a great time.
So if you love her, give her what she wants.
And we're traveling, and we're having fun, and it's awesome. So she caught the bouquet at the wedding.
Right.
When Rachel threw the bouquet.
Right.
So, of course, Lieberman goes over to interview her after she catches the bouquet, but he's so drunk. He can't even. That's when JD had to take over the interview.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said she was planning this big party in May this coming May.
Right.
And that's for her birthday.
Right.
So I'm helping her do it, but it's not a wedding; it's her birthday party.
Yeah. Well, dude, look at it this way.
But what she wanted as a gift.
No, she's never. Listen, we've talked about this numerous times.
But she wants to get married.
No. She doesn't.
Dude, she said it. Even if she was drunk, she said she wants to.
All right.
What is it, Jason?
But we talked about it, and it's not happening. She knows that.
Why not, though?
Because I'm not ready for anything like that. I don't know. Maybe.
When are you going to be ready?
Never.
Dude, you don't have that many years left.
Listen, I know. Whatever. That's what I keep trying to tell her.
But why not marry her just to protect her?
I keep trying to tell her that.
But what about to protect her financially? In other words, so that she feels like she's your wife and she can,
I could do that anyway without getting married.
Yeah? How do you do that?
With a will.
Yeah, but that shit's up. Well, no, who's going to contest your will? You got to write it in crayon.
My millions of dollars.
Not millions, but also like if there's any sort of benefit or any kind of like your home or something, then it would be guaranteed to her.
But even in the case that, God forbid, Ronnie gets sick.
Right.
She couldn't go visit him in intensive care.
Would you want to visit Ronnie in intensive care?
No, but
But that's true. If you're really in love with her. Something to think about.
Yeah, I know.
You won't make an honest woman out of her?
Ooh. I don't know.
I mean, she's certainly proven she's
Not
devoted.
right now.
How many years you been with her now?
Over 5.
Wow. All right.
We'll see.
He is the catch of the century. I've seen these women throw themselves at Ronnie.
No, he is a century.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Robin.
No, he's the catch.
You're not far behind.
He's the.
Fuck some hoes!
You're not far behind.
You got that right. She's catching up to me real quick.
Right.
I'll never catch her.
She'll never give up to Dickie.
Yeah, you got that right.
Right. Well, all right, Ronnie. A lot of controversy swirling around that.
No controversy.
Right.
I called in and I explained the whole situation to
I would love to
Jason.
hear that.
I like Jason's show. It's pretty cool, actually.
That's why I heard good things about it.
Yeah,
a lot of people liked it.
A lot of cool shit, man. That you.
Are you? Someone told me a rumor you're writing another poem.
Yeah. I'm working. I worked on it over the weekend.
Yeah. What's this one
What's
about?
the new inspiration?
It's. I don't have a real title for it yet. I'm trying to figure it out. It's about. It's kind of like the show in the hallway type thing.
Yeah.
What goes on out there in the hall.
Would you ever publish a book of your poetry?
Yeah, right. Yeah, in crayon.
In
It's
Ronnie's
gotta
handwriting.
be in his hand.
Yeah, I'm working on it. They actually,
I'd buy that.
Fred asked me to work on another poem.
It is autumn.
He took. Well, I'm not doing autumn.
Oh, sorry.
He already wrote winter.
It's about the.
But he's got 3 other seasons.
It's kind of about the show.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like when you write about the show.
Yeah.
All right, Ron, thank you. There he is, Ronnie, the limo driver. He says no marriage for him.
Not right now, anyway.
Right. Eric, the actor's on the phone, but it's getting fatiguing. He's like...
What does he want?
I feel bad not picking him up every time, but I can't pick them. Eric, every time I go to the phone, you're there. It's like, and then if I don't pick up, I get all these emails. You don't pick up my phone. And... Eric, you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm calling because of the fact that you shut me down last week when I was trying to request something.
Yeah, I know. It's just sometimes it takes so long, you know. Like sometimes I have time to talk to you, but sometimes I don't. And you don't seem to get that I'm doing a show and I have a pace to the show. And I don't know. It's just difficult
It would
with you.
take a fucking retard not to realize that you're doing a show. I realize you're doing a show, jackass.
No, you don't, because then you write letters that I you know, if I keep you on for 5 minutes, you're like, I only got 5 minutes and I had many things to say. You don't get that I do a show. So then you are a jackass.
No, I get it.
We sound
Then
like
why are you upset if you get it?
Because I get constantly asked by people on Twitter and on Facebook, have you called in today? People want to hear me on regardless if you think they do or not.
Yeah, but Twitter and Facebook, I don't care what people say on there. They're just
They're your fans, you idiot.
Yeah, but I don't do the show by the 5 people who like you. Why am I explaining myself to him? How would he ever understand? When he gets a show to do, he does the world's worst show. Anyway, what can I do for you, Eric?
This weekend, this upcoming weekend, your guest for tomorrow is going to be a part of the TNA pay-per-view in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
I would like to be there at that pay-per-view, and I would like to have had Howard TV cover it, me being there. And I would have liked to have interviewed the wrestlers and the female and male wrestlers.
I've explained to Eric, I've explained to you before. Some things we cover you doing, and some we don't. Like when we got you that TV show that you acted in, we covered that. One of your worst appearances, it's usually when you're interviewing people. You don't ask controversial questions. You don't
even ask interesting questions.
Yeah, you don't. When we write outrageous questions about people's sex lives and stuff, you won't ask them. It's boring, and we can't use the material, and it's too much for our budget to go out and cover you if it's going to be that bad. I've explained that. You're not willing to ask questions that are interesting. It's basically an opportunity for you to hang out with wrestlers that you enjoy.
Right, to get to meet people you admire.
Well,
that's not very entertaining for us.
Yeah, and you sit there and go, I love you.
And then you give them a list of all the movies you've seen them in.
Right. I mean, how many times have I explained this?
Can I make another point, too?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be our correspondent, right? So a correspondent we send to things that we think they should go to. You don't want to go to anything we want to send you to, but only the things you want to go to.
That's a good point. We need a guy who's going to get in there and ask, funny questions.
You really...
And we're willing to write you the questions, but you're not willing to say them.
He's sort of using the show as like a travel agency vacation thing.
Right.
Like he really wants to go to this, so he'll say, well, I'll ask questions.
And can you imagine if we really did want to cover this event? Like, the hell he'd put us through?
Here's the thing. If you guys are thinking, oh, we don't want to pay for plane tickets, I can handle that because one of your fans that I met at the Ronnie block party shows, she's a female flight, and it was Southwest and could get buddy passes for.
Yeah, but Eric, you're not understanding. For us to take part of our budget for Howard TV, like I would have to like I could probably produce another cartoon or something on Howard TV that people love, but for us to take part of our budget to fly down and cover you, which is basically great for you because then you get to be like a big star there and people pay attention to you and we take care of you. Instead of doing that, I can do 20 other things. And I know it's going to be a bust because when you get around these guys, you're not going to ask one funny question we put you up to.
Right, and also add to the fact that you're taking the writing staff away for an hour or whatever it is. They're going to write questions for him that he's not going to
ask. Yeah, which, you know, our guys who write for the show, you know, we put a lot of effort into this. And then you kind of disappoint us and don't ask any of the questions.
Here's something that you, for some reason, neglect to realize. You realize, or you don't realize, I should say, that you have a lot of fans within TNA and also WWE, plus a lot of the fans that watch these programs.
Yeah, but they don't want to be bored by you.
Right. In other words, if I were gonna cover this event, as you say, for our fans, I would send WOLFie, who's interesting and funny, and ask the questions we give him.
Right, and he'll probably get thrown out, which is even funnier. You're a fan going to a TNA event asking, you know, sycophantic questions.
Try not to piss off the people you love.
Sycophantic. That's Cinco. I got so let Eric will just stay on the line. I'll get back to him. I got so pissed off yesterday. You know, you do a Google search and you see all the articles on your name, and I'm reading these articles, and this guy wrote this article about how interesting it was that we did this bit. You know, the one where Sal and Richard went out and asked Obama people who were going to vote for Obama, and then asked them, you know the bit I'm talking about.
Right.
Who they're voting
where
for.
they, you know, Sal and Richard said, well, is it okay that Sarah Palin is his running mate? They didn't seem to know Obama's positions or who was running with him or anything.
All right, so listen to the opening of this guy's article. I went fucking berserk. And I know this guy, it's called the Amarillo Globe News, Amarillo, Texas. I mean, you know 5 people read this fucking thing, but yet it still pissed me off. Like, I can't even tell you. Listen to the opening paragraph. How dumb are we? One of my favorite bits on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno is the jaywalking bit where he interviews your average schmuck on the street and throws out a few questions. Some of the answers do not instill much faith in the common man or woman. Yacker Howard Stern recently did a takeoff on this bit.
Oh, no.
Which made me wonder, how dumb are we, really? I'll give Leno credit for the inspiration, since Stern is truly the American dream. He's a multimillionaire despite having no discernible talent. So what he's doing, he's not only insulting me about that I stole the jaywalking bit from Jay.
Right.
Now, anyone who's a fan of this show, and this fucknut, Henry, or whatever his name, I don't even know this guy's name from the Amarillo Globe News. Find me this guy's name, this cunt. Because I want to fucking have my fans point out to him that jaywalking was a lift from this show. We started it, and I can fucking prove it, asshole. See how I get worked up?
No, you should be worked up, because that's exactly
This is what happens in my career.
You don't want to happen. You create something, Jay steals it, and then he gets the credit for it.
And not only does he get the credit, I get knocked as being a no talent.
Right.
But the very bit that you love, shit stain, from Amarillo, is the bit I created.
Well, why is he even listening?
And Jay lifted it, and then Jay goes, I didn't lift it. I got that from Steve Allen.
But I love how people smack at you saying you're untalented, but they listen.
Well, I don't know if he listens or not, but I
Well,
guess...
he found how did he get a hold of the Sal and Richard tape?
Because every television show, every news television show, every news outlet played our clips because the bit was phenomenal. Sensational. But let me just give the history.
That apparently is some kind of talent.
Evidently. But let me just give the history of my life. As long as this fucker owes me an apology in print. What a cunt. From the Amarillo Globe News. I don't know the guy's name. I'm sorry I'm cursing up a storm, but I get so angry.
Dave Henry.
Dave Henry. Henry, stupid is a stupid does. You're a moron, you shithead. Before you call me a fucking thief for being inspired by Jay Leno, Here's the history, and I'll play you the tapes, and I'll make you $1 million bet I fucking invented your favorite bit, jaywalking. Asshole. Calling me a no talent. Your buddy Jay's the no talent. He's a fucking thief. Bottom line, that's the article you should have written. We started doing a thing called the homeless game where we'd go out and ask people on the street everyday questions, and then we made a game out of it. And while you're at it, Henry, you can also write about how Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was stolen from us. And if you don't believe that one, watch Howard TV when we did a show called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And then watch all the production companies after they hear it on the radio, all this stuff we do, and they call, would you like to do a game on TV about this? And I go, no, I don't need you to do it. And then they just go out and do it anyway. And I get ripped off. But never mind that. I mean, this fucking article just sent me over the edge. I just love it when morons who write articles are so fucking smug. Why don't you bother to find out where Jay got the jaywalking from?
Because Jay's on television. Jay must have invented it.
Oh, yeah, because he gets to see Jay doing it. And by the way, Jay didn't even know he ripped it off. His fucking writers do, because they're all fans of the show. And I don't blame them. If I was bankrupt from ideas, I'd do the same thing. I'd listen to this show and pick and choose what I like and then stick it on the Tonight Show. What a cunt. Fucking Henry from the Amarillo News. Why don't you call in so I can explain life to you, asshole? And since guess what? Here's another thing you can write. This no talent ain't taking any pay cuts. Like fucking asshole Jay Leno. What a fucking pussy he is. That's some talent. He's got the #1 talk show. He's so fucking scary talented, he's taking pay cuts. When you're that talented, you don't need to take a pay cut. Nobody's cutting my pay. I'd leave. Because you know what? I'm actually talented. Jay's so worthless and bankrupt from ideas that he would be willing to do that show for free because he puts no effort into it. Unlike me, what do you think I did all weekend? I worked on my show. What a shithead. Jay Leno.
Yeah, you should really school this guy.
Where am I going to get a hold of him?
How many different networks when you leave because you're so untalented?
Yeah. Well, this guy in Amarillo, he's doing real well in his career. He's writing for the Amarillo newspaper.
Yeah, when he leaves, the paper will go on.
Yeah.
It'll be like, they never missed him.
Yeah, ask NBC Radio what happened when I left. Look what happened to Viacom and their great radio division when I left. Right, Eric?
Yes.
Yes. I give up. Look who I'm talking to, Eric. He doesn't care. He just wants us to go with those wrestlers.
No. Did you watch the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
No, I do not.
What?
He's lying. You know what? I heard Eric mumble under his breath. He went, well, now I can officially cross off seeing Hulk Hogan's penis on my bucket list.
Not at all.
That's not true?
Nope.
No. Who knew Bubba was so generous? I thought he was kidding when he said you could fuck my wife.
Really? No, I thought he meant it.
Most guys want to lend you a vacuum cleaner, some tools, whatever.
Don't even.
This guy, he's...
They don't even want to share their tools.
Well, let's just say we don't know exactly who is in the tape. We don't know if Bubba was involved or not. We, all the legal stuff. I wish Bubba could come on and talk about it, but he has declined because of his divorce agreement.
No wonder they had to have that divorce agreement. There was stuff to talk about.
Eric, if you ever do see the tape, you're going to be very upset with the quality. Evidently, if it is Bubba shooting this stuff, he's shooting in black and white. Either he's a film auteur or he's got bad equipment.
Right. Now, one reason why I was hoping you guys would do this is because I'm involved with TNA right now, trying to get money for your favorite charity, the North Shore Animal League.
Yeah, Eric, I just got to be honest with you. You know, for you to go be a correspondent at the TNA event, we just kind of made a determination. We don't think that would be a comedy gold mine. We just kind of feel you go there and you get a lot out of it. You love meeting the actors and you love asking them, wrestling questions because you are respectful to them. But we just don't think we're going to get enough bang for our buck. All right.
Well, just to let you know, that segment that I'm talking about airs tomorrow on TNA's website. TNA Live is what you look for. To see me making predictions on who will win the matches at the pay-per-view.
Can't they just tell you?
I got to be honest with you. What did he say, Robin?
He's going to tell us he's going to make predictions as to who will win the wrestling matches.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Robin's right. They can tell you that in advance. You don't even have to make predictions.
The person that I made some predictions against is their announcer, and he doesn't know who's winner.
But the winner's already been determined.
It's predetermined.
But only the writers themselves know, no one else.
I just feel Eric isn't... all right, I got to go, Eric. I don't think Eric's professional enough to handle this job on Howard TV, based on some of the other shows he's done. This is his Eric... Eric.
I want a clear shot to prove to you that I can be as effective as an interviewer as anyone on Access Hollywood.
All right, I'm going to play some tape of... Eric, I'm going to play some tape of one of your past shows. This is your American Idol show. And let's see if we think you really are professional enough.
Well, okay, there's
Let's listen. Let's listen.
You are now tuning February 1st. They're in Denver auditioning people. And
it's a good show, but not our thing.
Guy says he gets...
I was going to say, this is one of his better shows.
Jack Black a lot.
You like this show?
I don't quite see it.
When I did that show and I did the little interview of the friend, I was reading the questions. That's what you want me to do, is read the questions.
Yeah, but you pick the questions you're comfortable with.
And you notice how slow I was at doing that. I'm better at doing questions off the cuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
your questions are terrible.
Your questions are terrible, and you just suck everyone's balls.
But they come out a lot quicker.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter. It's less entertaining.
Hey, by the way, did you read Deanna DeGarmo, your girlfriend, married Ace Young? They both appeared on American Idol, and he proposed.
They're married already.
Yeah.
They didn't even give Eric a chance.
Oh, they set a wedding date.
Oh, they set a wedding.
Yeah,
Eric
sorry.
still could get in there and make his plea.
What do you make of that, Eric? Were you disappointed?
That's good for her.
Yeah. I know you had quite the crush on her. You used to call her home quite a bit. Almost, dare we say, bordering on stalking.
No.
Hey, Eric, didn't you call her mother?
Yes, but that was to try to get her as a guest for this show that I did.
Then if it was just a guessing, why did she block you on Twitter, Diana DeGarmo?
Because of all the fakes they were fucking with her, and she confused mine for the fakes. Duh.
Right. That is true. All right, Eric, I got to go. The answer is no. We are not going to cover your wrestling event.
Yeah, you're showing all or playing all the bad examples when there's 2 good examples, one of which Johnny knows of, and then the other is
Well, I'm sorry.
Julie
I was
has
going to say, what are the good examples?
Yeah, when were those?
Julie on a
Eric, I
Julie
gotta go. I mean, I've already devoted 25 minutes to this.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. We can't send you to everything, with only some things. But I applaud you for being able to handle no in a professional manner. Thank you.
Right.
All right. That's Eric, the actor. I know it's a disappointment for him.
Yes?
You said you're not ready to get married right now.
I didn't say anything.
You just said that in the studio.
Okay. All right. Whatever. What does that mean? That doesn't
Well,
mean
that
anything.
certainly leaves the door
There's
or
no
window
doors
or
open.
whatever.
There's nothing open right now. The window is shut. Okay?
So why would you cap that sentence with a "I said for right now"? I mean, you're putting an
I
ellipsis
said
on the
the
end of
same
your
thing
statement.
on Jason's show, man. The same thing. Are those guys out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But why not say never? Why are you subscribing to this never
Why
say
do
never?
what are you so worried? What about you? You got that girlfriend. When are you getting married?
Maybe soon.
When are you getting married?
I certainly have never said never.
Okay. Well, I've been there and done that. Okay.
So why not
Why
not
would I
shut the
want
door
to do
all the
it?
way?
Why would I want to do it again?
When you go lock yourself in Scott the
Why
engineer's
would I
room,
wanna
you
do
shut
it
the
again?
door all the
Why
way.
would I
Why
wanna
are you
do it
leaving
again?
this door open a crack?
I was in a relationship for many, many years.
Right.
A great relationship that unfortunately ended badly, I guess. Consider we're not together anymore.
Right.
And why would I want to go through that again?
Okay, that's fine.
When I got what I got now, it's fine. We're having a great time together.
I'm not questioning
and,
that, though.
So I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is you're not shutting the door. You're leaving it open a crack. You're saying, I might.
Dude, don't put any words in my mouth that aren't there, okay?
Well, you're allowing
I
the
never
words.
said I was getting married again. I never said I would ever get married again. I never did. Even Will said that. If you listened to the show, you would have heard.
Ronald.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Go ahead, part 2.
Your upcoming poem, currently in production.
We have work to do.
About the show in the
Hurry
hallway.
up.
Real quick.
We got people.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Are you going to try a different verse structure, a rhyme scheme this time? Because you've been criticized in the past.
I don't care about being criticized. You want me to write, I write.
Maybe
you don't like it?
Maybe you go with a haiku format.
If you don't like it, don't ask me to write again, okay? Fred asked me in his creative writing meeting over here that he has every day.
Right.
He asked me to write a poem. So I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Will you include people like myself and John Lieberman in your poem? Because you said you were
Lieberman's in there for sure.
What about me?
He's already in there, believe me.
I was just being polite asking about John. What about me? That's what I'm
I don't
mostly
know
concerned
yet.
about.
Well, Rob is in it. That I can tell you.
We spend every
Rob
morning.
Martin's in it.
Why the hell am I not in it? We spend every morning
Dude, I'm not
together.
done yet. I'm not done. I'm working on it, okay?
All right.
I'm bringing him. This guy won't let me go out there and do my job.
Hey, I just want to point one thing out because we talked about this in the wrap-up show.
Yeah.
You realize that Jason telling me the thing about Stephanie and me bringing it in is my job.
Yeah.
Me thinking of it on my own, that's throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, but the thing is, I did call in to talk about it.
Quite the problem was the clip was bad that we had. Otherwise, I would have played the clip. But I'm just saying, you understand that if I just thought of this and I went in, that would be throwing you under the bus. So if it gives me the information as a producer, I have to bring it forward.
Oh, I don't give a
I just
shit.
wanted to make sure you
No.
Because we had a whole conversation about throwing people under the bus.
I was there for when it happened. I was listening to the show because it leads into the John Hein TV show, which I'm on. So I made sure that I was listening, and then at the very end of the show, this is when it came up like 10 minutes to 2.
You're such a washwoman.
So let's just be clear.
We have a job to do. We have guests out there.
You will not marry Stephanie.
Now,
Well, I think it's
George,
gonna
you
be
must be very gay because there's gradations, and
It was very loud.
It was very loud.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of muted for
Richard, come in
I
here. I
think.
want to point this at you. I'm not even going to tell you why. All right? Just stand there. Are you ready? Or you could stand by the mic. It's okay. It'll reach. I think. I think I know what this is going to be.
Oh, listen to that. Oh, my God.
The thing's smoking.
I suspected that.
Smoke coming out of that machine.
Hey, who can we? Hey, you know, while we're doing this, let me ask you, who can we get in here that might actually think
that thing works?
Yeah, besides George, you know, George still thinks it works. Who can we get in here? Seriously, I want to do it on him right now. Like someone who would be like upset about it.
Well, they're listening right now.
They should be.
Yeah, but maybe there's
flattered.
somebody around who isn't listening.
Where's Ross?
Yeah, Ross won't fall for it though.
He won't?
He actually, I think his IQ is above 89.
Well, we don't have Bobo here.
Although when we go to a club, I'm not sure. Who the hell?
Bobo would have been perfect.
Who's running around here would be offended if we found out they were gay? Like we need like.
They may be flattered.
Hey, can you get Gary the retard on the phone?
We can try.
It works over the phone as well.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Eric
works
the
over the phone.
Midget. Eric the Midget.
Where's Eric? Hey, kick Eric the actor on the phone. Eric the actor on. Hopefully he's not listening. He's probably listening.
He probably. No, maybe he went back to sleep after that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You're such a prankster.
Well, I just want to see if it works. It worked on you. You're gay.
Oh, yes. Well,
there's nothing bi about that.
There's no question.
Hey, Rob, let me point it at you for a second. Let me see what happens. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're straight.
Verification, finally.
A lot of people think you're gay. You're not. Hey, Eric the actor, real quick. I've got this device here that tells you whether you're gay or not. Okay?
All right.
All right. Let me point it at George, for example, and show you what happens. Okay. That means you're gay.
Now, pointing at you so that we know that it does
That it works? All right.
different things, yeah.
Okay, this isn't me. Hold on. That means I'm not gay.
Got it?
Eric.
Yes.
I'm pointing it at the phone. I just want to know. Are you or not? This will tell us once and for all. Here we go.
Whoa.
Whoa, wait, let me test that again. That does, because he's heterosexual, I thought. Go ahead. That means you're gay.
Yep.
Eric, do you have something to tell us?
I woke up for this bullshit.
Is there a man in the room with you?
No, dumb fuck.
Because I'm telling you, it's going off like crazy. Eric, this thing is going off.
Look at it, it's stuck.
All right. Stop it for a second. Here, I'll turn it off. That's what I'm just trying to figure. I said, who's the most heterosexual guy I can call? I thought it was you, and then this is saying you're gay.
And it's not wrong. It seems to work.
Let me test it again. George, I'm pointing it at you.
Yes. There it goes.
All right.
Point it at Benji. Point it at Fred. Point it at me. All right. Point
Now
it at
point
the
it at
phone
Eric.
with Eric.
Ah.
Do you want to say something?
Indisputable.
Do you want to say something about this? What?
I am not gay.
All right. So you're saying this isn't accurate?
No, it's not.
You've not had a gay experience?
Not even any tendencies or
Anything. You've never looked at a guy and said, wow, he's got a nice cock?
No, dumbass. I've never.
I just can't imagine. Wait. So let me point it at Gary. Let me make sure this thing's working right. I can't figure this out. Gary, I'll point it at you. It says Gary's gay. Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a weird one, too.
yeah, Gary's married with children.
I
think
know.
he's turning into Eric the actor.
You said midget.
We all slip
Freudian.
sometimes.
Eric, let me test it again. Hold on. I'll point it at the phone.
I don't know, Eric.
What do you make of this? You sure you're not into guys?
I am 100% sure.
Here, I'm pointing it at Sal. Says he's straight. Fred, let me point it at you again.
All right.
Yeah, he sniffs other guys' balls, and he's straight.
It says it says he's straight. Let me just. I'll point it at Jason. Let me point it at George. All right.
It seems to work.
Eric, let me do it one more time to the phone. Says you're more gay than ever.
Not even a little bit straight.
Yeah. I can't even turn it off when it goes
More,
to Eric.
more gay than George Takei.
There it is. That's the proof.
What do you make of it? Eric, surely there's something you want to say.
That you're a dumb fuck. I'm not gay.
All right, let me test it again. One last time, because I know Eric isn't. This can't be right. Let me try it again.
Well, what's wrong with it?
He's speechless.
It seems to... let me point it at George.
There it is.
That's correct.
I'm pointing it at Benji. Pointing it at Fred.
That's correct.
Pointing at Robin.
Correct.
I'm pointing it at you. Pointing at me.
That's correct.
All right, pointed at Eric.
It's right all these times.
There we are.
Come on, Eric.
Eric, what is this? Just help me out here. You say
silence of embarrassment.
What it is that dumb fuck Fred hitting the wrong or hitting the sound, and you don't have bullshit.
All right, you busted me. All
Eric,
right,
come out of the closet.
Actually, Eric,
on to you.
Actually, Eric, you're right. Because look, I'm going to point it at you, and I think I can make it go straight. Watch. I guess I can. No, go ahead. Here. Come on. There, you're straight. It turns out you are. The thing was broken. I don't want him being upset.
He put you back in the closet.
All right. You must have been sitting...
You're straight.
You might have been sitting in a gay chair made by a gay guy, and he probably touched it. That's probably what happened.
We think you're straight.
I know I am.
All right. We're just busting your balls.
Yeah. Go back to sleep.
Do you know Mitt Romney was going to hand out these things at his inauguration?
He would.
Yeah. Eric, we're having some fun. Can you get a fucking... Do you ever laugh at anything?
Yes, I laugh at plenty of things. Sitcoms, comedy movies that I watch.
Nothing that we do.
Yeah, have you ever laughed at anything we do?
Yes.
What?
You just haven't ever had me on the air when I have heard something funny on your show.
All right. We're just having some fun.
That makes us feel better.
All right. Go back to sleep, Eric. You're not gay. Look, I'll test it one more time. Here. Look. Oh. Now, come on, Fred. Make him feel better. Here you go. There you go. You're straight. All right?
Yes.
All right. Feel better. Sweet dreams about girls. All right. Goodbye, Eric.
Bye.
Bye for now. There he is, Eric. Robin, it's time for news.
A new study out of Australia suggests that women are fairly accurate in telling whether an unfamiliar man is faithful just by looking at his face.
I have a thing. If I pointed at you, I can tell if you're faithful. For example, I'll point it at George. Let's see if he's faithful. Here we go.
Hold on a second. I lost that page.
No. Oh, please. Don't ruin the illusion. Radio is an illusion. Theater of the mind. You see, if I pointed at George to see if he's faithful.
And what's the sound?
It's not working, huh? Yeah, you're unfaithful. You cheated.
That means unfaithful?
Unfaithful, yeah. You're unfaithful.
It doesn't work then. It's broken.
No, I'm telling you, never lie. Look, I'll point it at Fred. Let me point it at Fred.
Unreliable.
Look, faithful. Let me point it at Robin. Point it at me. Faithful. Let's point it at you. Unfaithful.
Now, how could that be?
Didn't you cheat on bread?
Because I know the facts.
Didn't you cheat on bread? Did you cheat on bread?
The machine is wrong.
Did you cheat on bread?
I did not.
You did early on.
Well, that,
how
far back does that go?
How far back? Forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Well, there was a point where I
Let me point it at you again.
All.
There's a point where I wasn't cheating at all. Like the machine doesn't know that.
No, when I was a kid, I wasn't having sex at all.
I'm going to point it at you. See if you're a cheater.
No, if you're not having sex,
I'll point it at Fred, and I'll point it at you.
What point in my life is that recorded?
Your whole life, whether you're a cheater or not. Here, I'll point it at Eric the actor.
Then I know it lies when.
Here, I'm pointing it at Eric the actor. See? Now I'm pointing at you. You cheat.
I have cheated.
Yeah, there you go.
The past.
So it worked.
Well, it
long
caught you.
ago.
It caught you. Researchers found that women make the judgment on how masculine looking the man is. Attractiveness was not a factor in women making the link. However, men don't seem to have the same ability when determining faithfulness among women.
Well, George, according to this, is gay and unfaithful.
The study involved 34 men and 34 women who were shown photographs of adult faces and asked to rate them for faithfulness. The study appears in the journal Biology Letters. So there you go. Women can just look at you and tell if you're going to be faithful or not.
George, I don't know. It did pick up that you cheated.
I've been faithful to women who I have been friendly with.
Yeah, because you weren't going to cheat on a woman with another woman.
That's right.
Well, it did catch you.
Mr. 𝗪𝗍.
Yes, sir.
May I ask you about that gay buzzer contraption that was going on today?
I don't believe it. It's a fake.
It's completely invalid.
It's a fake because when it said, when it was testing me for being gay, I believed it. That's true. However, when it said that I was cheating on Brad, I knew it was a fraud.
That's impossible.
Absolutely impossible. And when he told me it goes back decades, well, yeah, decades. Then I knew that was maybe true. But then if you go even further back, when you're a kid, you're not having sex at all. So I was faithful.
So you saw some fallacies in the way this thing operated.
Well, I think it needs to be tweaked.
Mr. Munn.
Yes, sir.
This is a source of sexiness and controversy.
Mr. Ken Jennings.
What is your mustache?
What do you mean, what is it?
Oh, I was doing it like Jeopardy. I gave the answer, and then you have to give the question.
What is my mustache?
No, the answer was...
What is your mustache?
This is a source of great controversy and
Shut
sexiness.
Shut the fuck up.
What is your mustache?
We're going to bring in Ken Jennings. I don't like you.
Jeopardy champion.
I don't like you.
I like your mustache.
I don't like you.
Ken Jennings. Good morning, sir.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. Right this way. So, obviously, I've watched you many, many nights in a row on Jeopardy, dominating the competition. But today, you face the great Fred Norris.
Whole different ball game. Different ball game.
Are you aware of who he is? And
oh, I know the legend, the man, the legend.
So how are you feeling, given all that?
I'm a little intimidated. Every time I've heard the segment, I've never heard Fred lose. So
I think you might be his strongest challenger yet.
Pretty tough road to hoe, though.
Well, best of luck. I'm looking forward to a great competition.
All right, listen, I'm running late, and I want to definitely get to our next guest. This is the guy who won, it's like over $2 million. It's remarkable. It's a remarkable amount of money. Look at this guy. Genius. I mean it. I watched you on Jeopardy. My father worships you.
That's what everybody tells me.
Yeah,
like,
the old man.
My grandma loves you, man.
My dad watches Jeopardy like a lunatic, you know.
When you hit a certain age in this country, you have to watch. You have to like plan your life around Jeopardy. I don't know what it is.
Everybody who plays Jeopardy always says the secret to winning Jeopardy. Of course, you got to know your stuff, and it's not so much, the knowledge, but also knowing how to work the buzzer. Right?
Buzzer's huge, and you watch the show at home and you see people flailing away on this thing like idiots, and you're like, what is wrong with you? But it's tough.
Because Gary described it to me, because he's done the Celebrity Jeopardy.
Right.
You have 3 lights on the sides that you can see off camera. And there's a white light, a red light, or this light. And when the white light goes on, you can buzz in. So if you start buzzing in before...
Yeah, you're not getting it, and even worse, you're going to get locked out for like a fraction of a second. So
right.
if coming in too early is like as bad as coming in too late, and that's what people do. They buzz too early.
You won $3.1 million?
Something like that.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy, right?
Would you sit at home and play Jeopardy and sort of say, wow, I'm getting every one of these?
Well, sure, but everybody's good on their couch, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not good on my couch. I'm an idiot. I watch Jeopardy and I don't know anything that's going on. Were you of a superior intellect? Was your IQ ever measured?
No, but I was good in school. I was the kind of kid that and I was raised in the '80s when Trivial Pursuit was very big. So I grew up on that kind of stuff, and I always loved I would skip.
You love
school
those facts.
Exactly. I would skip school to watch game shows. Like I was a huge nerd as a kid.
You grew up in Korea.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
We're a white kid in Korea.
My dad was a lawyer living in Seoul, Korea, so I grew up there for like 10 years. And we only had one channel, Army TV, and so it was you had no choice about what to watch. And so me and all my friends would watch Jeopardy after school because that was the only thing that was on. So,
right. And you'd sit there and you'd watch it. And, Fred, who you're going to play today, he describes the same thing. When he was a kid, he was sort of isolated. He lived in the sticks.
He was here, but he was still isolated.
He's isolated to this day.
I'm isolated in this studio.
But he describes... By the way, you must know Gangnam Style, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right, because you grew up in Korea. Is Gangnam like the Beverly Hills of Korea?
Yeah, it's like the really nice neighborhood. It's like, Park Avenue or whatever.
Well, Fred describes the same thing. He would sit and read encyclopedias, like from the start to the end. He became consumed with information.
Yeah, I think people are just born this way. I would sit inside reading, the baseball encyclopedia or Leonard Maltin's movie book, just reading it like it was a novel, which is nuts.
And did people accuse you of being a quote-unquote geek or nerd because you sat and read these things? I mean, it's almost like when we're young, education or knowing things is a put-down, like you're an idiot for trying to learn something.
Right, yeah, and no, I feel like I sort of avoided most. I didn't have some wedgie-filled childhood, you know.
Right.
But to this day, I'll go on, you know, sports talk shows, and they'll be like, "So you're a nerd, right? So you know they hit you with towels, right? You know." And
No.
people don't understand that this whole nerd jock thing sort of ended, you know. And
did you stop working?
But wait a minute, in Korea, weren't you bigger than everybody?
Did you learn karate in Korea? They're very good with karate.
No,
over there.
I don't know Taekwondo or anything like that. No,
Yeah, it's all elbows over there and knees.
No, that Gangnam Style guy could kick my ass.
Ever eat dog in Korea?
I have eaten dog once.
It's a delicacy over there, right?
Yeah, there's like restaurants just for dog, and they'll have the dogs tied up out front. It's like picking your lobster. You know?
Right. Really?
No.
Yeah,
Is that the way it works?
I don't think you go to the tank and pick your dog, but they do have the dogs tied up out front, and you know that's going to be a poaching dog.
Wow. Did that freak you out as a kid, or is it just so normal?
It's just
there?
normal, you know. You're a kid. This is what they do.
You didn't get sad when you saw the dogs and go, "Oh my God, that's such a beautiful little pet," or something?
They're sort of ugly little hairless-looking dogs.
I see. That's what you eat. And how does it taste? Is it like chicken?
No, it's really not good. Like even if you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't be into it.
Why are they so into that? I guess because they don't have a lot of food over there or something.
I don't know. It's just a tradition, you know. Like
it's different cultures.
Somebody decided to eat dog, and so they still eat dog.
Do they Parmesan it, or?
Yeah, what do you do with dog? Fricassee?
Right. Put some peanut butter and jelly on it.
It's like a soup. I don't know why that would be the way to eat dog, but it's a soup.
Do they have pets over in Korea?
Oh yeah, there's in addition to the dog, that kind of dog you eat, you know, there's dogs that are it's very popular right now. It's sort of a status symbol to have a dog for
as a pet.
As a pet,
yes.
Not to eat it.
Right.
But unless you get carried away.
Sort of like George Clooney with his pot-bellied pig, you know. I'm not going to eat this one.
Yeah, the other one yet.
This one's in the house.
Yeah. It's funny. My wife is doing this TV show with animals. A real quick story. And she went to this place where they keep pigs as pets, and they love their pigs, but they still eat bacon too.
Right.
It's really, it's very weird, isn't it?
You make an exception. My daughter is pretty much turning into a vegetarian, but she will eat bacon. That's she won't cut out bacon.
So when you make $3.1 million on Jeopardy, do you quit working? A traditional job? Do you say, "Hey, I've got enough money. I don't need to work anymore"?
Well, I got an offer to write a book, and that's what I'd always wanted to do. I was like an English major in school who figured, I'll never make a living at this. I better learn how to write computer programs too. So I got into computers.
Right.
And I sucked at it. I didn't like it. And so when somebody offered me a book, I was like, wow, maybe there is a career in this. And like 8 years later, I'm still doing it.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
That's wonderful.
So you've been able to not have a traditional job because of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And these game shows. It's really remarkable.
It's weird.
Why did you not win Jeopardy? There was a Tournament of Champions. You came in second.
I did.
Were you shocked? I mean, because you were the longest running winner, I think.
I was, but there's a ton of guys who are really good. I came on right when they had changed the rule. They used to, after 5 days, they would give you a car and kick you off, right?
Right, which was stupid.
Right, they should have let these guys play.
I know I got reinvigorated with Jeopardy when you were on, because it was like, wow, I heard about this guy who kept winning week after week. It was a
You had
move.
to watch the streak,
Yeah, right.
Right, I'm sure most people were rooting against me, but, it's the same thing. People are watching.
Yeah.
So there are a ton of guys that are just as good, and one of these guys came back, and it was just the buzzer. He was faster than me.
He was better at the buzzer.
And he knew his stuff, for sure.
How long was your run on Jeopardy?
It's like 75 games, so it was almost 6 months of Jeopardy time.
Is Trebek removed from the game, or does he sort of hang? He doesn't hang with you. It's sort of he comes on set, does the game, and then he leaves.
Right. He's not allowed to, because of all the scandals in the 50s. It's like still a felony in this country to rig a game show. So you're not allowed to hang out with anybody who knows the answers, and that includes Trebek.
I see even on America's Got Talent, which isn't a game show. I'm not. I can go over and say hello or something like that, but there's very little fraternization between the judges and the talent. Like, they discourage it. They tell you not to.
Yeah, I remember one time they took me back to change my tie at a mirror. The tie was, moireing on camera or whatever. So I go back to change my tie, and they take me to the same mirror that Trebek uses. Right. And people freak out. He can't be back there. It's like a
Trebek's not even there.
It's like a lockdown. Right. Alarms are going off. And
you might talk to Trebek's image that was just in the mirror.
The mirror will talk.
Let me get this straight. So, were you one of these guys that had high SATs?
Yeah, I was always the kid who could like test really well, so I could get away with like studying a little less.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to University of Washington, and then I went to BYU.
Oh, U of Washington is a good school.
It's a decent school.
Right, and then Brigham Young.
Brigham Young?
You did your master's?
Yes. I didn't. I just have a bachelor's.
Oh, bachelor's. And so you.
Why'd you go to Brigham Young?
I'm actually Mormon. I had friends there.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
It's true.
Did you wear magic underwear on Jeopardy? That's your secret.
That was it.
I just broke your secret.
Now everybody's going to do it.
What is that whole magic underwear thing? Is there such a thing as magic underwear? What is that?
It's not magic. It's like it's Mormons, devout Mormons do wear like sort of ritual clothing under their clothes, but it's just like, it's just like a Jewish guy wearing a yarmulke. It's just a reminder of who you are.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're devout. Okay.
All right, good.
Just checking.
Okay.
I'm thinking of becoming devout something or other.
And what will you wear?
I need some magic. I don't give a shit what I wear. I'm just happy to be anywhere. So, I mean, this is a great success story because the game show made you a millionaire. And do you invest this money now that you have you don't have 3.1, you have to pay taxes and all that. But do you invest this money, and has it grown? I would imagine maybe you're some sort of genius investor, too. Where else does your genius come out?
No, I haven't written some business. I mean, all this money was before the economy crashed, so I don't think I have it all anymore. But yeah, it's pretty boringly invested for, the kids' college and retirement and stuff like that.
Right.
It's not like I lost it all on that one hand of blackjack or strippers.
But I bet a lot of people think you're like this way richer than you really are.
Yeah, it's not like, screw you money, I can't go live on an island somewhere.
I don't think Fred stands a chance against you.
Well, every time I listen to this segment, Fred wins handily, so I'm pretty nervous.
But he ain't playing you. No. I mean, you're a whole different deal. And you even say you're not a genius. You weren't you weren't valedictorian of your school.
No.
But it was just this sort of trivia knowledge that you were. But I think you go beyond trivia because, you're doing like geography that's a little more intense. You're doing history that's a little more intense than just sort of general trivia. It seems you're way more educated and way more aware than the average trivia guy.
Well, the thing about it, when you're this kind of person, it's your knowledge might be a mile wide, but it's like an inch deep. You know a little bit about a lot of things, but it's really a little bit.
And
the other thing about Jeopardy is you're only buzzing in on what you know. You're not demanded to answer questions you don't know.
That's right.
Is that exactly true? Because I would think in order to buzz in, you've got to sort of think, you got to think so fast that you kind of think you have an idea of the answer, and sometimes you come up with the answer after you buzz in. Does that make sense to you at all?
No, because the question has to be completed before you can buzz.
Wait a second. Let me ask the expert, Ken. Do you think anything I'm saying?
I was there.
You've played it. She's good.
I've seen Robin on Jeopardy. She's really good.
Right.
It's true that you gotta wait till the question's been read to buzz. But it's true that I have had the situation of some part of your brain knows that you know it, so you buzz, and then while Alex is staring at you, you got a few seconds to dig it out.
The rap on Jeopardy is that if you're a woman, they'll put you through faster as a contestant than as a man. They want to encourage women to be on Jeopardy. Do you think there's truth to that?
I absolutely do. When I got the call to be on the show like a year after I tried out, and I was playing against women, some of whom had tried out like a few weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, they tried out yesterday.
Because why? They feel it's important to have a balance. They want a balance.
Yeah, they want a woman on each show, and I think they don't have as many trying out as they would like. Now that the tryouts are online, I bet they're getting a lot more and better women contestants.
Are you able to go back on Jeopardy at all, or are you considered retired because you had your run? What are the rules?
It's sort of one to a customer. I guess I could wear a disguise, handlebar mustache.
Why not? Yeah, good.
Do an accent.
Sex change.
I went on a year ago to play the IBM supercomputer, but except for special stuff like that, I'm sort of out of work as a Jeopardy guy.
You got beaten by the computer.
The computer kicked my ass.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. A computer's gonna. I mean, that thing is so programmed, but it's.
Well, Fred is like a computer.
Fred, do you think you have a chance in any of this at all?
Not a snowball chance in hell.
All right. Well, let's try it. What do you say?
I'm going to give it a shot.
And what the hell, for $5,000? Why not? If you'll probably win the $5,000.
That's not Jeopardy money.
Just write him the check down.
Right. Well, put Fred in the isolation booth. We'll let Ken answer the questions first. The
Well,
ice.
for $5,000, Ken is saying I should only have to answer one question.
No, I came up with it.
It's like Linda Evangelista. I don't get out of bed for less than 10,000 Trebek.
I've got 7 questions.
Okay.
All right. I assure you, Fred has not seen them because we know the rules. You can't, you can't tell. And these questions were decided upon by my staff and me. General knowledge questions. So it's different than Jeopardy when Fred's money.
Right.
I will.
You have to answer all the questions.
Right. If you pass, fine, and then if you want, it's based on time and all of the. I don't even remember how to play it, quite frankly. It's fast and loose.
You're just like Trebek.
Yeah. Who's keeping time and where is the time?
Time is over there.
Time is over there. Oh, I have to see it over there.
And he's got to move.
Oh, he's got to move over there. All right, go ahead. Ken, do me a favor. Ken Jennings, everyone. The book is Because I Said So. It's available now. And for a list of Ken's book signings, go to ken-jennings.com. And Ken, what is the book? I mean, it's a book of trivia?
It's sort of a trivia book. I got kids now, and it sort of debunks all the things that parents tell their kids without knowing if they're true. Like, don't go swimming right after you eat, or if you swallow your gum, it'll stay in your colon for 7 years, or,
Right.
Which of these things are actually true? So.
And you wrote it yourself?
I did, yeah.
Oh, well,
it's my
congratulations.
It's my 4th book.
Do these books sell well?
They do okay. My last 2 were bestsellers.
Wow, awesome. Yeah.
I actually read some of the book. I liked it a lot. It's got a truth meter in it, so it says like, how your mother always told you the crust is better than the rest of the bread.
Right.
That's mostly false.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot of that in the book, and he's got a
See,
little.
I believe that.
He's got a little
Yeah, we
meter.
all believe these things.
Yeah, right.
There's a little meter at the end. It's either false, true, mostly false, mostly true. So it was really good.
Yeah. You got a nice life, huh? Where you living now?
Seattle.
And you got kids?
I got 2 kids, 10-year-old, 6-year-old.
Marriage going all right?
Yeah, just regular suburban dad, I guess.
Getting laid? Your wife or good? She give up on that?
No, that's how marriage works.
It's still happening.
It's one of the perks.
Good for you. Isn't that great? And look who's here, George Takei. You get to meet him.
Huge fan.
Are you a Star Trek fan?
Absolutely.
Are you a big comic book guy too? Someone said.
As a kid, I was. Yeah, I still got boxes of comics from
I would have
school.
boxes too, but my parents threw them all out.
I somehow avoided my mom throwing out my comics. I don't know how I got lucky. But.
Were you? So you're a big Trekkie.
Oh yeah.
If I was to ask you a trivia question about Star Trek, you'd probably get that right too.
I'd give it a shot. It's a lot of pressure.
Oh, I'm sure he would know some things.
Ask him a question, George. Ask him one of the questions you get asked all the time at a Star Trek convention. Let's see if Ken knows it.
Okay, what's my favorite episode?
Who the hell would know that?
Maybe the one where you got the sword, the naked time?
Right.
Hey.
Very good.
He got it right.
That's an easy one.
That's an easy one.
What's George's favorite sex act? I bet you don't know that. I do.
Howard knows that.
Took place in the Rambles in the 70s. All right. So, all right.
You're wrong.
It didn't? Where did it take place?
In bed at home.
Oh, with Brad. Oh, that's right. Well, you have to say that. You're a smart man. All right. Listen, Ken. So I'm going to get you have a minute on the clock. If you want to pass, I can go back at the end. Try not to pass because I forget which ones we passed
And
on.
time is a factor.
Time is a factor. Okay. You'll probably win this anyway. Okay, so let's start. Who was the first United States president to die in office?
William Henry Harrison.
What is the second most abundant element on Earth and the principal ingredient of glass?
Silicon.
Which NFL team has won the most Super Bowls?
The Cowboys.
Which Canadian province is largest in population?
Ontario.
Sauerkraut is made from what
Cabbage.
vegetable? Who was known as the Clown Prince of the Harlem Globetrotters for 20
Meadowlark Lemon.
On the TV series The $6 Million Man, who did Steve Austin report to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Do you want to
Pass.
stop? You want to
Stop.
stop the clock? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. 36. You are awesome. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
I screwed up the $6 million man question.
It was, first of all, I'll give you the answer. First of all, you did it in 36 seconds, which is very, very good.
And your score is?
Your score is you only got one. Well, you got 2 wrong. One you didn't know the answer to. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the NFL
Have
team.
more Super Bowls.
Have the most Super Bowls. I doubt Fred knows that anyway.
We'll see.
I don't know. He's a football fan.
On the TV series The $6 Million Man, who did Steve Austin report to? Oscar Goldman.
Oscar, of course.
Oscar Goldman.
Howard would have gotten that one.
You know what? I wouldn't. I don't.
You don't remember that?
I can't think fast like that. I get very nervous. Did you get nervous doing this?
The Jeopardy's a good cure for stage fright. After that, everything's less pressure than Jeopardy.
First time you did Jeopardy, though, you must have been like,
man.
like
Deer
out
in
of
the
your mind.
headlights, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Wow. All right, let's see how Fred does. You only got 2 wrong. These are tough questions. So
We'll see.
I mean, you really rattled them off. You have to be impressed with that, Ron.
Those were tough questions.
I won't tell Fred how you did. Fred, I'm going to keep it a secret from you.
Already.
How Ken did. Let's just say good luck.
He probably got 7 out of 7.
Now, don't telegraph.
I'm predicting what he got. I'm predicting him in ahead of time. 7 out of 7, around 30 seconds.
All right.
That's my prediction.
All right. I'll tell you who's rooting for you, Fred. The dogs of Korea. They've had it with Ken. All right, here we go.
You got it.
Here we go. You know the game. 60 seconds on the
Let's do
clock.
it.
You can pass and this kind of thing.
Pass.
Okay. You pass? You ready?
I pass. I forfeit.
All right, here we go. This is for $5,000 for Ken. You, Fred, can't
I
win a
get
dime.
nothing, Ken.
You get nothing?
I've been the winner of this thing for 7 years straight. I get nothing.
I tell you what, if Fred wins, can he touch your magic underwear at least? So he has some good luck. Yes. Now it's a $5,000 prize to Ken.
Yes.
So if you throw this, I suppose you could meet up with him later and split the winnings. But here we go.
I'll meet him in the elevator and beat him up.
Here we go.
In the rambles.
In the rambles.
George.
All right. And by the way, thanks to don'tbebroke.com for putting up the $5,000 so we can lure Ken in here.
All right.
Here we go. Who was the first United States president to die in office?
Lincoln.
What is the second most abundant element on Earth and the principal ingredient of glass?
Silicone.
Which NFL team has won the most Super Bowls?
Dallas.
Which Canadian province is largest in population?
Ontario.
Sauerkraut is made from what vegetable?
Cabbage.
Who was known as the Clown Prince of the Harlem Globetrotters for 24 seasons?
Meadowlark Lemon.
On the TV series, The $6 Million Man, who did Steve Austin report to?
Oscar.
Do you want to stop?
Goldman. Stop.
Okay. Wow.
Wow!
That was nice.
Wow!
Holy shit. Look at that.
Now, here's
Fred, do you know what you did?
No, I don't know what I did.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell this gets decided. We haven't gotten this deep into the rules. You clocked in at 36 seconds, Ken.
Yes.
Fred clocked in at 36 seconds.
Yes.
You tied on time.
Yes.
You tied on the amount of right answers. He got 6 right. 5 right, and you got 5 right. The 2 you got wrong. The first United States president to die in office.
It wasn't Lincoln. I know
it's
that.
Harrison,
Right.
William Henry Harrison, which you got right.
I blanked out.
Yes.
The second one that you got wrong was what is the which NFL team?
I knew I got that wrong.
All right, so Ken got that wrong too. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
But they got
I
it
should've
wrong the
known
same way. They
Steelers.
both
We
said
both said
Dallas.
Cowboys.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because America's team
America's
in the
team.
60s was Dallas. I forgot that there was
so
Pittsburgh.
Gary, is this a tie?
It is.
It is a tie.
Because there's no way to. It's
Give
about
Ken
the
the
time.
money, Jesus.
Well, how about this? Fred said silicone instead of silicon. I mean, I know it's Howard Stern, but come on.
Come on.
Wait a minute. We go to George Takei.
on that.
Judge George Takei. How do you say silicone?
I call bullshit on that. I'm ready to give you the money. Fuck you.
We have to do a tiebreaker.
Can I be really honest?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I want to know how George says silicone.
Go ahead. Well, how about a cock off?
Oh no!
Both take it out.
Who has the most beautiful cock
Magic
between them?
underwear.
George will judge your penis. Yeah, go ahead.
Forget it.
No, tell me, what is the rule here?
There's no rule. There's no rule.
There's no ruling.
The rule had always been that in a
say the
tie,
guest
the
wins.
time would matter.
Yeah, I think.
But they both tied on time.
I never imagined this, but I actually think that we need to go to a sports clock with hundreds of seconds, which has never happened before.
How about a dog eating contest?
Well, there are tiebreaker questions there. There are additional questions, but I don't know how you do them.
But I don't think we
give Ken the money.
Here's what we
I
can.
think we
here's what
should
we
give
can
him
do.
the money.
We can write down our answer. You can say it. I'll write mine down. He'll write his down, and we'll just hold it.
All right, tiebreaker.
Oh, Fred needs to know.
Let's do the manly thing. Let's do the manly thing.
Fred needs to know.
Now, where are you going, Fred?
I'm going to go
To get a paper.
You're getting a paper. Okay, good. All right. Ken, can you believe this guy tied you?
That's crazy. He was great.
How brilliant is Fred?
He knew Oscar. What can I say?
Yeah.
He's great.
Wow.
Why is Fred not on Jeopardy? That's what I want to know.
Fred, go over there. and do
We've
your
always
tiebreaker.
said that.
Unless you, because we don't want.
He won't take the test.
I'm not gonna.
We don't want you to cheat. Why don't you go on Jeopardy?
Because
Fred?
they haven't asked me.
Well, they got to apply.
You got to try out.
Do it
Fred.
as a real contestant, Fred.
I mean, I'm impressed.
I didn't do real Jeopardy. I did rock and roll Jeopardy.
I know. I'm just impressed with Fred. No one's talking about you.
There you go. Let's do it.
All right. Here, I'll write down your answer, okay? That's the fair way to do it.
Fred's writing, there's no question.
You're already writing, Fred? That's awesome. Then Fred wins. If you've got the right answer, you win.
No seconds.
Okay. If either of you guys know this, you're fucking genius. Okay, here we go. On what ship did Charles Darwin serve as a naturalist during a 5-year voyage in the 1830s?
Wow, they're both writing.
We're done, I think.
Hold on. Let's see.
I like this answer, too.
Fred, hold up your answer first. What does it say?
HMS Beagle.
What does yours say, Skip?
Also the Beagle.
The Beagle. Wow.
Wow.
Lord. What the fuck is
All right, how far are we going to go with this, Howard?
How long are you guys on the air?
Ken, what did I do wrong in school that I don't know any of these answers? I mean, what went wrong? Fred, you're impressive.
HMS Beagle. I thought that was whoever picked that question was very funny because they know Ken eats dogs.
I always remember the Beagle is the most delicious dog.
With a great bark.
Okay, if you guys know this, God bless you. But here we go. Second tiebreaker, because we're in a tiebreaker situation.
I say let's leave it a tie.
Yeah.
Why?
And have a
Keep
rematch.
going.
Yes.
Don't you want to know who wins?
I think they both have been superior.
I could throw you one more idea, Howard.
Yeah.
We could take a break.
Yeah.
And I could give you 7 new questions, and we could play the game again.
Really?
Nah, just leave it a tie.
Leave a tiebreaker.
I'm up.
We got to get out of here sometime
you don't
today.
care?
Whatever you guys want.
All right. Break, and then 7 questions again.
I can't take it.
We'll be back right after these words. Did you think it was going to be that close?
I thought I was. When I only got 5, I thought I was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought I was done. I thought he was going to get 6.
Jeez, I'm amazed how you guys do this.
It's crazy.
I have no ability to pull out information quickly like that.
Yeah, the speed is
There's got to be a mechanism in your brain.
Yeah, I'm not even aware of it. It's just how stuff gets filed away.
How old are you now?
38.
Do you notice any diminishing of that? You do.
Yeah, I was on. It was 8 years ago. I was on Jeopardy. I was better then.
So you think you were in your prime when you did that?
Yeah, good thing I went on young, I guess.
Wow. Yeah, because I know that I'm not. I don't feel as quick.
Starts to go, right?
Yeah.
That's sad.
But I was never like you guys, where I could pull out that kind of information.
That's good. You got an alibi when you know.
Yeah.
As you get older.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that. Okay, so let's try this again. We're sitting with Ken Jennings. We're talking. He just released a book. It's called Because I Said So. It's available now. And also for a list of Ken's book signings, you can go to ken-jennings.com. So, Ken, do you have a lot of fans? I mean, do a lot of people show up at the book signings?
Jeopardy groupies?
No kidding.
They're all 80-year-old women, but it's still cool.
You could get them probably.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great.
Most of the people who saw me on Jeopardy are probably dead by now, but...
Were you a guy who got married young in life?
I was like 25. That's young.
25. Do you dread the fact that you could have remained single, won Jeopardy, and then you would have been this high-flying bachelor who...
all the nerd girls on the internet throwing themselves at me.
It would be amazing. Is it true that after you won the millions of dollars on Jeopardy, that Senator Harry Reid approached you about running for Congress?
That's true. Because I lived in Utah at the time, and I was getting calls from Senator Reid, from Chuck Schumer. They're all saying, "You got to run in Utah. You're a Democrat who can win in Utah." And I'm like, I'm not going to win in Utah.
Maybe you could have won. Were you a hero in Utah? Were people like really identifying that you were from their state?
Yeah, it was a lot. I think there was hometown pride, but I still don't think that would have made Utah vote Democrat.
But I still think people would have thought of he's so intelligent. He's probably going to be a great public servant. Like it probably would have worked.
To me, it's crazy. Like, this is what's wrong with America. If a guy wins enough on a game show, you're like, hey, you should be in the Senate. What the hell? You know?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, they figure you know something. It's impressive. All right, so listen, if you're just tuning in, this is crazy. Ken Jennings is here. He's playing Fred in Win Fred's Money. So we figured you're just going to beat the pants off Fred. I don't know why we lost confidence in Fred, but sure enough, in time, 36 seconds, you tied. You both got 5 out of 7 questions right, and remarkably, we played a bonus tiebreaker round. You guys tied in that, and now we're back to 7 questions again and playing Win Fred's Money so we can see.
It's like Jeopardy. We're on a streak.
It's crazy.
We're gonna do this 75 straight times. I'm up for it.
Gary, anything you want to say?
Good luck to everybody. This is very exciting.
All right. If you guys.
By the way, I never lost faith in Fred. I thought he'd do fine.
Me neither. I've always bet on Fred.
I did. I thought he'd lose. I'm surprised.
Fred's the real deal, man.
Fred's the real deal. He proved it today. Why he's working on this show, I don't know. All right, here he is, the spectacular winner of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings, and we're going to play Win Fred's Money. Who did Helen Keller dedicate her autobiography?
Annie Sullivan.
The disposable razor blade instead of the existing straight razor was whose brainchild?
Gillette.
What positions make up the battery in baseball?
Pitcher and catcher.
For more than 1,000 years, 794 to 1868, which city was the capital of Imperial Japan?
Kyoto.
A group of porcupines is called what?
I don't know. Pass.
What is the state bird of Texas?
Meadowlark.
What famous Wild West legend did Martha Jane Canary grow up to be?
Calamity Jane.
That's so
done. Pass. No,
okay.
I'm not going back.
35 seconds. You're locked in now. Well.
And how many right?
Well, let me count up here. Let's do the math. I asked you, who did Helen Keller dedicate her autobiography to? You got that wrong.
Oh.
It was Alexander Graham Bell.
Interesting.
What did you say?
Annie Sullivan.
Annie Sullivan, her teacher.
Not good. You got the next one right. Gillette was the disposable razor answer. I asked you what positions make up the battery in baseball. Pitcher and catcher, absolutely correct. For more than 1,000 years in Japan, Kyoto, absolutely correct.
Kyoto.
Excuse me. I apologize.
You know, George is sitting right back there to catch you.
A group of porcupines is called what?
No idea.
He didn't know.
Who the hell would know? A prickle.
Oh, nice.
A prickle.
Fred's not going to know it, though. I feel okay.
Okay, you're confident.
Fred will know that.
What is the state mockingbird of? What is the state bird of Texas?
State mockingbird.
Sorry, what is the state bird of Texas? It's a mockingbird. You got that wrong. What did you say?
Meadowlark.
Meadowlark.
No, that's 3 wrong. And then you knew Calamity Jane. Is her name Jane Canary or Canary?
I think it was Canary.
Canary. Okay, that's what I said. Good. So Calamity Jane, you got that right. So you got 3 wrong, but you did it in 35 seconds, which is a rapid time. It's quick.
I don't know. I don't feel good. I think Fred's got this.
You do?
Yeah. Those are tough, but I think Fred's got this.
All right, let's see. All right, Ken, take a seat.
We'll only know once Fred gets in the seat.
So we're not going to tell Fred what you did because that'll help you with the game. You know, why should he know?
Yeah, game face is on.
Right. Fred, I'm not going to tell you again how Ken did. As you know, Ken is a Jeopardy champion extraordinaire. You managed to tie him.
Yes.
Not only
Twice.
But now we're into the 3rd round.
All right.
We all want to know who's going to win. There are 0 seconds on the clock.
Congratulations, Ken.
I don't think my heart can take it.
All right. Robin, very nervous for some reason.
Too much suspense.
Here we go. Who did Helen Keller dedicate her autobiography to?
And, oh, fuck, I can't remember last time. Go ahead.
The disposable razor blade instead of the existing straight razor was whose brainchild in 1895?
Gillette.
What positions make up the battery in baseball?
The infield, the pitcher catcher.
For more than 1,000 years, 794 to 1868, which city was the capital of Imperial Japan?
Kyoto.
A group of porcupines is called what?
A herd.
What is the state bird of Texas?
State bird of Texas, Roadrunner.
What famous Wild West legend did Martha Jane Canary grow up to be, or Canary?
Annie Oakley?
All right. Do you want to go back to anything? Stop the clock. You're at 47 seconds. Our friend Ken did it in 35 seconds.
He got it.
And you got 4 wrong. He got 3 wrong. So he is the winner.
He is the winner.
Very close.
Very close.
I'm not embarrassed.
No,
I'm not embarrassed.
You should go hang your head in
Are
shame.
you kidding?
Go home.
Why should you be embarrassed?
Ken, what do you think?
That was no, he did great. That was amazing.
Yeah, but you beat him, and you are.
Those were really, really tough questions.
You are more arrogant than ever, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You beat Fred. You won Fred's money.
I gotta say, this was more exciting than winning all those games of Jeopardy put together. But I'm still humble.
You know, you are a great champion. I see how you don't crack under pressure. And, you know, I was saying to you in the break, the way this information comes to you so rapidly has got to be a genetic thing, like that you and Fred share. Because you not only have this information, but you recall it like that.
You pull it up, yeah.
And I asked you during the break, I said, how old are you now?
I'm 38.
38. When you were on Jeopardy, you were what, 30?
29, 30.
29, 30. Does that ability to pull information out quickly diminish as you age?
I think it does. I feel like I'm a step slower than I was then.
So you feel you were in your prime at 30.
Right.
29, 30, like it was amazing.
We need to get me and Fred, like 29 years old.
That would have been great.
That's right. By the way, I didn't tell you this. Fred is not human. He's a robot. And he has
I tried to tell him.
So to beat a robot is pretty good.
You this time beat the computer.
Yeah.
Well, you got to give Fred credit for being older as well.
Well, if it's true
I
that
don't have to take any pity, George.
Fred,
you're not 31.
Fred, do you feel time diminishes that ability to recall?
You know what? It really, really does. Because
You do feel that?
Absolutely. Because there are times now when I'll go, you know that thing, the remote.
And you can't quite pull it up.
I see with my dad. My dad's nice. Every minute he's like, "Who's that guy?"
But I will say, if you start like doing like trivia and things like that, it actually kind of keeps your mental acuity there.
You have to exercise it.
You have to exercise your brain.
That's true.
When I played chess, they said that actually helps you, retain
Maintain,
memory and stuff. You a chess player at all?
I'm not, but I do crosswords. They say, like, they did the thing with the nuns and they played crosswords. They didn't get Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
so.
they say that.
Right.
Can you do the New York Times crossword puzzle? Get them all right?
Oh yeah, like Friday, Saturday. I'm pretty good crossword.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it takes me half an hour for a hard one. So.
You know, I can get like maybe one answer, and only if they use me as a clue. All right, listen, Ken Jennings.
Does Fred want to know the questions he missed?
He could do that on his own time. Do you want to know, Fred?
Sure, why not?
All right, let me get him out of the garbage here. I was so disgusted
It means
with
nothing to your
Well,
poor
Ken probably
Fred.
knows the answer.
I threw them right out, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's see. Fred got the autobiography of Helen Keller. You both got that wrong. Do you know what it was? Alexander Graham Bell wrote the. She dedicated the autobiography.
Dedicated it to
I would have
him.
thought she dedicated it to the lady that showed her how to.
Ann Sullivan is what you were looking for.
You both gave the same answer, but you both had it wrong.
Right.
Gillette, you both got that right. Pitcher and catcher and the battery in baseball, I would have had no idea of that. You both got that right. Kyoto.
Nice.
Correct. You both got that right. Both of you did not know what a group of porcupines is called. It's called a prickle. A prickle?
No shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was something cute. I was going to say a pack, something, or herd.
You both fell apart on the state bird of Texas, which is a mockingbird. You didn't get that right?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought mockingbird was Florida, but I guess they share birds.
What bird did you say it was?
He said a roadrunner.
A roadrunner. Oh, okay. And the last question
killed me.
Ken got right. You did not. It's Calamity Jane.
Yeah, I thought you'd get that one, Fred.
You know what? Because Annie Oakley was, I don't think that was her real name either. So
it was a good guess, by the way. What famous Wild West legend did Martha Jane Canary grow up to be?
That makes sense.
That's Calamity Jane. And Ken pulled that out of his ass.
There you go.
And if you're smart, you'll wear magic underwear. You would have won. Ken, proud of you, man.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
And it gives me hope for the future that there are guys like you running around, you and Fred. It's awesome. And
they're not running around in the future. They're running around now.
It shows you there are still people around who have this kind of.
When we're gone, we're gone.
You know, a genius. The $5,000 prize that you won, Ken. Again, more money in the pot. Ken Jennings' book, Because I Said So, is available now. It's sort of a mix of trivia and...
it debunks myths and theories.
Myth-busting about parenting crap.
Yeah, for example, the crust in the bread isn't any more nutritious than the... you know who told me that?
The rest of it.
Ralph got a hold of me and goes, you should just eat the crust. You should just eat the crust. And I've been doing that ever since.
You've been taking crust off the bread and just eating it?
Yeah. You're saying it's the exact same nutritional value.
Right. It's it's the same stuff in the rest of the bread. It just got cooked a little more.
Give me another example of things Ralph has told me that aren't true.
I don't know. Let's see. They say that your parents always say don't sit too close to the TV. That's bogus. Your eyes are fine. It doesn't matter.
Is that right? It doesn't ruin your... Because sometimes when I'm watching even my mini iPad and stuff, I worry maybe my eyes are getting...
You'll get temporary eye strain, but if you just look away, it goes away. There's no permanent problem.
Right. And there's no radiation coming off the TV or anything?
Nothing. You're fine.
Oh, I'm going to sit close to the TV.
Yeah, there you go. just like Quentin said, watch it on your iPad mini right in front of your...
Give me one more. I love these kind of things. One more example from your book. Can you think of one offhand?
Yeah, your parents always say... what do your parents always say? Oh, you got to drink 8 glasses of water a day, and that's bull. It's that's actually too much. It's dangerous. If you get too much water, it'll mess with your brain.
And isn't it hard work on your kidneys too? I imagine all that water passing through.
Yeah, you should just drink when you're thirsty, not like there's not some certain number of glasses you got to have.
Didn't that get started with like Weight Watchers? Because they used to say if you want to lose weight, drink a lot of water. It'll fill you up. Maybe that was where it all started.
I think so.
All right. And all this nonsense that people say black people have an extra bone in their ankle, that's ridiculous, right?
Your parents said that to you?
Not in
private, yes. Howard, the blacks have an extra bone. What? All nonsense. You debunk it all.
That's right.
All right, good. Ken Jennings, we look forward to reading your book. And for a list of Ken's book signings, a lot of people show up, 80-year-old women sometimes, who want to have sex with you.
Throwing panties?
Really?
It's like a Tom Jones concert in Barnes & Noble.
It's awesome. Go to ken-jennings.com for more information. Great meeting you, man.
Thanks
way
for
to
having
go.
me. It's a pleasure.
That was fun.
A lot of fun. Robin was way too nervous. She wet her pants during this? She got so nervous.
It's very awkward. That happens on Jeopardy all the time. Don't feel bad.
Last time that happened to her was during a Rolling Stones concert. And you're like the Mick Jagger of Jeopardy. Good for you, Robin. That shows you're not jaded. I like that. Let's just say that what? We'll be back right after these words with Robin's news and, of course, the great George Takei right after all of this.
Can describe Fred Norris as a competitor, because you've been through the gamut on Jeopardy.
Tough competitor, man. Like, it's really nerve-wracking watching somebody else play after you because you got no control anymore, At least on Jeopardy, you're all playing at once. But here it's like... Fred could kill me here and I could do nothing.
You're just watching that clock and you're waiting.
Just praying.
Right, exactly. What's it like going from a situation where you're dealing with a host, more of a straight-laced host like Alex Trebek, to an interview with a game show mixed into it with Howard Stern? What's this experience been like for you?
I feel like Howard and Trebek have a lot in common. Like if Trebek retires, I think if Howard wants the job, it's his.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Sure.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗛𝗿𝗱. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about having the game in, what a great guest he was, how pissed off my son was that he couldn't come in to meet him, how the game told me I fucked up by not letting him come in to meet him, and then people took a bunch of calls and said, why is a white kid from Connecticut acting so black? All on the wrap-up show.
Gary, I know Lucas was just hounding him to come in so he can meet the game, and Gary said no. And like any other teenage kid, if you have them, they'll keep asking and asking and asking, thinking that eventually you'll wear down. And Gary, like me, is a pretty nice dad and will try and do all they can for your kid. But at a certain point, you got to say no, and Gary did, and got to hear about it when the game came in.
It was, it was a topic of a conversation. First of all, I've told Lucas, there's two people that if they ever come on, he can come in, which is Eminem and Jay-Z. He wrote book reports on Jay-Z. So, but even that, it depends on what's going on. So it was a school day. I have a long day here today. Like if I'd have brought him in, he's done. Now what am I going to do with him the rest of the day while I'm going to lunches and having meetings and stuff like that? But the answer was no. And I'm telling you, John, I had this conversation with him no fewer than 7 times from Thursday to Sunday. And so yesterday while I was on the elliptical, he came to me and I snapped at him. I was like, dude, when does this end? I go, no is no. You've asked me 7 times. Stop it already.
Did he stop?
He harumphed out of the room. And then he went upstairs and he told Mary that I was a dick. Or something like that. That I was being a dick.
Hey, Mom, Dad's being a dick?
Something like that. Dad's being a jerk.
Now, do you feel bad after today, considering the way it went down?
No. Here's 3 unknowns. Well, here's 3 things. First of all, I didn't want to take him out of school. Second of all, like I said, I had this full day. But most importantly, I don't know the game. I've never met him. I don't know whether this is something he's amenable to or he might be annoyed by. Howard's very protective of his guests. You don't let people come up and take pictures. Now, I could have called Howard over the weekend and said, hey, Lucas is really into it. And I know that Howard could have worked it into a bit. Like, hey, I got a kid here who's a big fan to bring him in. But I just didn't think this was the right day to do it because I didn't know the guy that well. And I also, like I said, he needed to be at school.
Were you surprised Howard even brought it up?
I was shocked. I mentioned it to Howard in passing this morning for like a second. And Howard brought it up. And then, it was funny enough that the game was like, you fucked up, Gary, you fucked up. But the best part was at the end of the interview, he goes, shout out to Lucas.
Now, that's going to make Lucas's year, I'm assuming,
oh, my
right?
God, yeah. He's going to freak out.
So are you now the good dad because this happened, or are you still...
Yeah, but like what I was saying on the air, it was like, okay, I know I can't come in. I'll call and speak to him in the green room. I'm like, says who? Then he's like, I'll give you a note. You'll give it to him. I'm like, you know, says who? You're making this shit up. He's like, okay, tell him I said hello. So I go, okay, I'll tell him you said hello. And he goes, you're not going to tell him. I go, no, I'm not going to tell him.
Josh, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey now.
Hey,
Josh. Hey now.
Yeah, Gary, I think you absolutely did the right thing. It probably would have been okay, but who knows? You could have opened up the door for Howard to spend the next hour berating you. You know what I mean?
Well, I would have never brought my son in without talking to Howard about it, and I would have said, it's happened in the past. I think one of my favorite ones ever was Scott's son, who's, what is he, like 30 years old now? He was a big fan of the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do you remember this one, John?
Yes, but you should tell it.
It was Corey Feldman was on, and he said, oh, it would be great if one of the Ninja Turtles would call my son. So they call Scott's son, and one of the Ninja Turtles go like, have you ever seen your dad naked? But we've had times where people have brought their kids in, if you ask, because Howard has a great way of working it into the bit. It's funny that a 15-year-old white kid from the suburbs is a huge fan of this stuff.
But you feel awkward asking, and you should feel awkward asking. I mean, they're here to talk to Howard, not to talk to you or your kid.
Right.
So it's a weird sort of circumstance, but the game I thought was a really good guess.
Holy crap. I looked at the notes on him, and we got pitched him, and I said to Will, I don't know much about this guy. So Will comes back to me, and he goes, just on these preliminary notes, we got to have him on. So Will's full notes were, murders and drugs and gangs and everything. But when he talked about what it's like to get shot, I knew he had Howard. Yeah. Howard loves that stuff.
Well, he was a fantastic guest. He was very honest. He was very blunt about a bunch of different things. But not just the game, but when rappers come in, they have this level of respect for Howard that you can sense.
I was talking to the woman from the record company. You know, Howard has... The reason why I think rappers love Howard, and most rappers do, is because Howard's seen as an outlaw. And I think they see themselves sometimes as outlaws, you know, working outside of the confines of the music business. And Howard's the ultimate outlaw. Howard's been doing it for 30 years, was doing it when they were kids, telling the FCC to go fuck themselves. You know, that's their perception of Howard.
And the game, no matter what Howard threw at him, he had an answer for it. Whether it was his upbringing, dealing with jail, getting shot, dealing with confrontation. And Robin brought up the point, it seems like you still deal with it the way you did when you were growing up. And he's like, yeah, it works for me. And at a certain point, I thought he got a little pissed off at Robin. Did you sense that?
A tiny bit. I also like the whole thing about, hey, are you going to see somebody? Going to see a shrink? It's like, yeah, I did that when I was like 12.
Dan in Cincinnati, you're on the wrap-up show.
Gary, you should be ashamed of yourself for raising a wigger. Did he wear his baseball cap sideways and his pants halfway down his ass?
No, he doesn't do that. But he gets in the car and he says, "Can I plug my iPod in?" And I am like, "Okay, I'm going to try to be the good dad. Some days I can't take it." He plugs it in, or he puts on Shade 45 or Hip Hop Nation or any of those stations, and it's like, even my brother was joking around when his son went through it. It's like, how many N-words, fuck yous, and blow me's does this song have?
Yes, Steve Brandano.
Yes, as a former wigger myself, Gary, it's very hard to raise a white kid in the suburbs and not have him go that route.
But what is that? Like my older son, he buzzed right by that.
I don't know, but me and all my friends, for us, it was like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, and we loved it and thought we were black and talking about NWA and all that stuff. And I don't know, it's just something that you go through.
I know, and it really is. Like, I try to be the cool dad in the sense, like, I'm not big on language in the sense of I don't want him to use bad language, but I'm not one of those people like, oh, you heard the F word, that's it, it's all over for him. So, we get in the car and it really is like, fuck you, nigga, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God,
It's got a good beat, though.
On the other hand, he's turned me on to some good music that I would not usually listen to.
Who else around here do you think went through that stage?
Well, we know Sal did.
Yes, Sal may still be in that stage.
Right. He was Cool the Candy Rapper, and he was the head of the Beastie Boys fan club. What was the name of it again? Like Ultimate Beast?
Beastie Nation. Was the Beastie Nation? Oh, Sal, tell us. John Lieberman?
Probably. Teddy. I would think Teddy would be.
I swear I was not. No.
Never?
I told you, I liked The Chronic. That album was good, but my parents wouldn't. My father would literally hit me if I listened.
I believe Will Murray.
Yeah, somebody told me Will Murray. That is a shocker,
right, Ted?
Will gets down with some rap, and JD too. The two of them, they know their rap.
Yeah, JD does. Jason, I know Jason's a big Jay-Z fan now. Anybody?
You, John?
No. No, I never went through that phase. Although I guess I like Run DMC and De La Soul and bands like that, but I never took on the whole persona, I guess. But yeah, I want to hear what those guys have to say. Did Scott Salem ever go through a phase like that, you think?
That music had not been invented when he was a kid.
888.
Scott was a big fan of race music.
Lewis, you're on the
78.
You're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, I was just wanted to congratulate, Gary on not letting his kids, going in there with the game and all that shit. Because, I'm getting tired of all these little white kids listening to this rap music and thinking they're gangsters out here, I live in the South, and we got an epidemic of these kids, out here thinking they're black, trying to pretend they're from the hood. And it's like, dude, you live in a rich area, and then you act like an asshole out here. They're going to get shot, They're going to get shot when they meet real dudes that don't play around, And it's a good thing that Gary doesn't push that. On top of that, you need to stay away from that, teaching that Eminem is like the king of rap, because he's totally lame. He cries about his mom on his records. That's fucking lame.
And this whole epidemic of white kids thinking that he's the best rapper is even worse too, you know. So, and another thing, just a quick thing, as far as that Mexican singer that died, I wonder if this is going to affect Howard's thoughts on traveling, because that girl actually died traveling to host the show, The Voice, the Mexican version of The Voice. And she was actually going to film that. That's why, and they told her not to go. I think there was like bad weather, and she flew over there, and that's how she died. So I'm curious to find out if that's going to affect Howard and his whole AGT things and traveling and shit.
So Lewis brings up two topics.
I'm not even talking about the second topic.
Yeah, the second one I don't think we're going to broach. But the first one, are you concerned that you're not raising your child right?
No.
Based on what Lewis has to say here?
I think I find this like any other kind of music that you're into. It's like a phase that you go through. Like I was into rock music when I was a kid, but I went through the punk phase. That's how old I am. And so I wasn't a punk, but you go through that stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. He's into the music. He goes to school. He's not taking on some crazy lifestyle. He's not wearing colors and carrying a Glock.
Will Murray, Gary found it very surprising that you're into this type of music.
Tell me about it, Will.
Well, no, absolutely. I think, like you guys were saying earlier, every kid goes through it. I think my age and moving up, one of the first albums I ever got was 2 Live Crew, Boys in the Hood, Ghetto Boys, NWA.
See? Will's there.
Early Ice Cube before he became an enormous pussy. Wu-Tang Clan, all those guys. I grew up with all the, those are what we all listened to.
My nephew went through this phase, and I remember he lived down in Texas, and he wanted to go to the Wu-Tang Clan store, which was on Staten Island. I remember my father taking him there. My father goes, it was like in the worst neighborhood. And they went to the Wu-Tang Clan store so he could buy like Wu-Tang jackets and shirts and shit.
I wonder who is into it the most, though. Would it be Sal? Lieberman?
I would like to know what Lieberman... I know he rapped when he was younger, but I would love to know his influences and what got him there.
Robert in Denver, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Gary, there's nothing wrong. You're doing nothing wrong with Lucas. He's going to be perfectly fine when he grows up. I just think people blow this out of proportion. I even hate the term wigger. I'm a black guy in Denver. I listen to rock music, am I a white guy? It's just music. The thing is, nowadays, rap is rock and roll. They're the rock stars like The Who and all them were back in the day. So the kids gravitate to what's cool, and what's cool is rap music. You may not like all of the lyrics, but it's amazing to me that people listen to it and don't worry about, well, why are they so angry? And try to look into that aspect. They just think it's a whole bunch of angry black people for no reason. I think you're doing the great thing. I think actually you did a great thing not bringing him to the studio to me, even though I'm a big fan myself.
Well, thank you, Robert. I don't think there's anything wrong with letting somebody listen to music. It's probably the way people like you shouldn't let them listen to that, or probably the same people who said you shouldn't let your kids listen to Elvis.
Well, if you told him not to listen to it, he'd listen to it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and by the way, they have more tools to listen to it now.
Yes.
They got the iPhone and their computer. I mean, back in the day when you said don't listen to Elvis, I guess you had to go under your covers and crank up the record player or something.
Well, Murray, the game delivered, huh?
He was awesome. Yeah, very honest and angry dude, and it was great.
Hi, this is Jason, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we got into the fact that Sirius and Ross Zabin did not allow Fred to take his daughter to the One Direction concert here. Howard was livid, said heads would roll and people would pay, and I kept the fires flaming on the wrap-up show. Check it out.
Early in the show, Howard spent a lot of time yelling about Fred not being able to have his kids see One Direction.
We were still talking about that. That's why I was late. We were still talking about that after the show ended.
Oh, Howard's still fired up?
Well, because word had gotten back to Howard that somebody that works here was yelling at me in my office, and I explained that he wasn't yelling at me, that he was just passionate about the conversation, that there's two sides to both stories. And then somebody goes, well, all I know is the door was closed and I heard yelling. And so it's just like it's turning into, I'm in the middle of this thing, and the person that I'm dealing with, I keep saying it's really not about you. You because he doesn't get to make that decision. But somebody here is taking it very personally.
Why would that person take it so personally?
Because they run a lot of the events here, but I don't think they get the final say on who gets to. Howard and I were talking that there is a lot that goes on here that's very behind the velvet ropes. Like you can't come to this, you can't come to that, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on times where some people are excluded. And this person was trying to explain to me that, hey, when you have a person of Oprah's caliber or like the mania that's going on with One Direction, which will be over in 6 months, that that everybody wants to come, and so it's hard to accommodate everybody.
Is it the situation where the person you're talking about feels like they're doing all they can, but their hands are really tied in this situation, or are they sort of defending this is the reason why?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. But also, like, hey, I put on the event and it's unfair to me because I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I don't know, but Howard was really pissed.
And he's still pissed.
I know. Well, this morning when we were in there, the second he heard about it, you knew it was going to be,
I was bummed because it came up on the wrap-up show or something when I played in the clip, and then Howard got fired up. And I have that 20 minutes, and if he's going to be spending 4 minutes pissed off, then it throws me off track.
Yeah.
But I got to let him have his emotions.
But, I mean, his argument comes more from there are a lot of people who work very hard here on the talent side of things. And when it comes to this type of stuff, the corporate side of things gets rewarded versus, if you keep your talent happy, everybody's going to benefit.
I agree with him to some extent. I agree with him on that. That, I don't know. It's always sort of. I feel now more than ever. There's two worlds. There's the Howard Stern show, and the rest is Sirius.
Mm-hmm.
But, listen, we do have a compound that's key carded that no one else can get into unless we say so.
That's true. But there's the relationship. Well, I don't know. It's
deteriorated.
Yeah.
The relationship is deteriorated. It really is, we're an island now. And I think Howard's feeling that and not happy about it.
Hello, Ralph Sorella.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. I think that whole thing with New Direction and
One
Fred,
Direction.
One Direction, whatever. Like, thank God I don't know. When I heard that Friday, because we were there, and it was like presidential lockdown. God, it was ridiculous. It's such a slap in the face to Howard. I mean, because it's really, that's what it all boils down to. Because you say no to Fred, you say no to Howard. Fred is just as responsible for the success of the Howard Stern show as Howard in a lot of ways. And how insulting. I was shocked when I heard it Friday. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
wow. You should have heard Ross Zapin defending it this morning. He thinks it's the greatest move in the world. Oh, you don't know how much stuff Fred asked for. Yeah, Ross, we know what side you're on.
But there's a lot of, so I want to get started with Ross, but there's a lot of people there who forget that they might not have a job if the Howard Stern show didn't come to Sirius. What was it, 600, Gary, how many subscribers?
400,000.
You think One Direction is going to come to a radio station with 400,000 listeners? I don't think so.
But you're right, Ralph. Howard
knocking out XM, and then, there's a lot of ego involved, and, like you said, it is an island now, but boy, what a shame. I mean, people take a step back and realize, how can you insult Fred like that?
It wasn't an insult to Fred.
You're right,
You don't know.
Ralph. I think your assessment is right. It's as much as it hurts Fred, it's a slap in the face to Howard, and that's certainly how Howard's taking it, and he's going to push back on it, rightfully so.
And Ralph's right. It's the sort of the bigger shame is, we all arrived with such promise, and I remember like our first days here, and that's all gone. It's all sort of dissipated.
Well, it's completely gone. But I also felt bad for Fred on a personal level of him having to say no to his daughter. It's like, this is a cool thing that he should be able to do for his daughter, being in the media, and this is coming in, and it's like, and he has to say no to her, and that must have just been a horrible thing as a father to. I don't even have kids, and I can relate to that.
I said this years ago when I first had my kids. I remember I used to spend my whole life scrambling to get great Bruce Springsteen seats, and then when your kids are born, you're scrambling to get in the purple circle at the Barney concert because it just means so much to them. And you want to do the best for your kids.
Those Barney tickets were tough.
They were fucking tough to get.
And to give you the other side, the serious coin, it's funny when this stuff doesn't work out. Like when Paul McCartney or One Direction does something, like they send out memos, you can't come to this, blah, blah, blah. Don't even ask. And then I remember they had a Toby Keith concert a couple years ago, and they sent out a similar memo like that. And then the afternoon of the concert, I got frantic phone calls from several people here at Sirius begging me to come and bring whoever I want to the concert because they couldn't fill seats. I was like, yeah, now you need me.
Gary, do you think this can be bridged in some way? Do you think it can be repaired, or are we on a road that you've been down before?
This road.
That's the question. He knows the answer to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this road is, we're like in the Indianapolis 500 at full fucking speed. There's no turning back. And I mean, if you could read between the lines, it's about Fred and his daughter, and it's about so much more than that.
This road is like True Lies. Remember when they're crossing that giant bridge and the plane comes down to shoot at and completely destroy it?
Who makes $23 million? Howard threw that number out there today.
About who?
I don't know. He just said, hey, you're making $23 million a year, and you can't let Fred come into the One Direction.
I don't know.
Is that Ross?
No.
All right. Thanks, Ralphie.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Scott Salem. Scott declares that there is no black cloud. Bold 300, people remembered his birthday. Things are looking up for Scott, which means it'll turn very quickly. Here's how the conversation went.
Scott the engineer bowled a 300.
There was a funny thing going on around here. He put it up on this website that we use internally, Moldred, and somebody made the point, let's just ignore it. And so we all sort of were.
And it was going to be ignored until Lieberman went in with the news story.
But it's a huge deal.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Scott. And Howard offered to buy that gold ring for him.
Which is how much? $1,200?
$1,200. And I don't think Scott was fishing for that.
He wasn't.
But he didn't exactly refuse it when it was offered to him.
You got to give the obligatory, no, that's too nice.
Did he give the obligatory?
No. He goes, Howard goes, I'm going to buy it for you. He goes, that's awesome. Thank you.
Scott Salem, what do you want? I saw you run down here. Congratulations on your 300, which was being ignored by everyone, but it was actually came up today.
That's all right.
Now, did you not refuse the ring when Howard offered to buy it, or did you say thank you and accepted his offer?
I said thank you, and I accepted his offer.
So you didn't even give you didn't even fake taking out the wallet.
No faking.
Oh, my God, Howard, that's too much.
No, I really appreciate it.
That is awesome. That's really awesome of him to do that. And it's awesome to have the ring. I know it's bowling. It's not like a cotton bowl ring, but still, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's everything to Scott. I mean, he spent so much time bowling. He's gotten really, I'm sure he's come close before. But to get that last, that 10th frame and hit all those 3 strikes, that's a pretty big deal. Major accomplishment. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you. That's awesome. I mean, it's really, it's great. Now that, it never happened in league, so I'm really like, I'm still in shock.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was telling John I used to bowl a lot when I was a kid, and when I was 15 years old, I bowled 8 strikes to start a game. And when I got to the 9th frame, the entire alley had come to a halt, and it must have been 150 people behind me watching. My legs were weak. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, man.
Did you get any lucky breaks, or did you have it the whole way?
I got one on the 11th. It was. Like I said, it was kind of like an iffy ball, but I got a lucky break. The other 11 were perfect.
Do you feel 12? Isn't it 12?
It's 12, but
right.
I threw 11 perfect ones.
Now, do you feel like, I know, happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you feel like things may be turning around, that the black cloud is drifting away? And
there it goes.
Sunnier skies loom?
Yeah, I mean, I never really felt that there was a black cloud, but, things are looking very good now.
Well, that's not true. You came in and said, you talked about something that happened with your mother and your family, and you said that your mother told you there was a black cloud.
I said my mother told me, but that doesn't mean that I believe that it would happen to me. I mean, she said it was over the family.
So you've never subscribed to the theory that your life's under a black cloud?
No, I don't. I really don't. I have a great family. I have a great job. Bad things happen in everybody's life. did they happen to me more? I don't think so.
I think this is what I think. I think Scott's right. Where in the grand scheme of things, he doesn't have a black cloud because he's got a job and a family and everything like that. I just feel like good things and lucky things don't happen to Scott often, or as often as they do to other people.
Did everyone forget your birthday?
No, not really. No one forgot it.
Wow, things are turning for you. I'm happy for you.
Howard
really.
walked in and he remembered. Even the first thing he said was "Happy birthday."
12.
Well, yeah, and 60 years old.
Oh, you're 60?
60, yeah.
Big 6-0 and a perfect game. But wow, things are looking up.
I know.
You're only 60. You got a ton of time.
I can bowl now in
you.
the senior tournaments in the next bracket, so it makes it easier.
Are you going to bowl in this upcoming tournament?
I would love to bowl, and if we can work out the schedule again like we did last year. I don't know what our show schedule is yet.
We don't have our show schedule, but I got to back it up for a second. You're 60?
Yeah.
When I met Scott, he had a baby.
Baby? My baby's 27 years old now.
When I met Scott had been out of work for a year, had worked at like WPLJ, WABC, was happy to be working and had a baby. That I thought that was a young person.
How long have you worked on the show for, Gar?
A long time.
Yeah.
But I know, but I don't look at it that way. I know.
I understand. It's all relative.
My son was born on the same day I found out that I got the job here in the show. So yeah, I mean that was good luck.
No, I can't believe that.
It's a long time.
I can't believe that Scott's 60. So you're older than Robin, right?
No, she's.
Did she just turn 60?
She just turned 60 also. We were born the same year.
I'm working with all these old fuckers.
Ronnie, I see you over there. Early in this show, Gary and I were asking Scott, why didn't he say when Howard offered to get him the ring, he just took it? Like he didn't say, nah, it's okay. I'll, do you think, did Scott do the right thing there?
I don't know.
No.
That's starting to sound like JD.
It was a gift. I thought it was very gracious.
Yeah, I thought it was nice of him, but Scott will jump at anything for free.
No.
I'm seeing a bunch of people on the phone that's saying that you can get your 300 ring for free, and then there's a more expensive one.
I said that you can they give you a really cheap one for free, and there are different levels that you can upgrade to, and
the $1,200.
The gold one is the best one you can get. John Lieberman said it was 12. I thought it was like 1,000. I don't even know what it cost really.
Gold is so tacky. They make like a white gold, or
they make
titanium or something.
They make I was trying to find out what they make actually. They make a lot of them, so you probably couldn't order a white gold.
John, I was thinking like World Series, Super Bowl, definitely. I mean, the 300 ring I think is a cool thing to have, but would you wear it?
If I was Scott, I would. I mean, he prides himself on his bowling. It means so much to him, and I think it shows the other bowlers that, he accomplished something that nobody else. Although, maybe it's like wearing your gold medal after you win an Olympic event.
No. Listen to me. I've seen Scott walking into that bowling alley, some bad music playing, the ring just glistening off the fluorescent lights. He's going to be the king of the bowling alley.
I said
nobody, nobody that I know that I bowl with who has a 300 ring wears it.
Right.
Howard said you have to wear it, I think, right?
Now he said I have to wear it.
Yeah.
That's part of the deal.
That's the deal, man.
I thanked him after the show. I thanked him very much.
I would get titanium, though, if I was you, not gold.
Titanium.
But you know what's going to happen, John? It's even Will get sucked in. Like we'll go to a party and he'll be wearing it, and we'll be like, "Can I see your ring? Because you just want to see it."
Sure. Have you asked other people? Have you seen their ring at all, Scott?
Is it big, like a Super Bowl ring?
Get old. I'm telling.